The court is calling cause number 23-CR-91420-B, State of Texas versus Robert Ryan Foster. I have Mr. Foster's attorney, Les Cassidy, in the courtroom here in San Patricio County, and Mr. Foster is appearing by Zoom. Will you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Foster, you are on mute, so I need you to unmute your whatever device you're using there. And now he's frozen. All right. My screen shows that you are still on mute, sir.
Unmute. Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. You'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Is your name Robert Ryan Foster?
Yes.
Are you the same Robert Ryan Foster charged with false alarm or report a Class A misdemeanor in this cause?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Foster, are you aware that the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor is up to 365 days in the county jail and or a fine not to exceed $4,000?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Foster, you and your attorney, Mr. Cassidy, have worked out a plea bargain agreement with the state, and I'm going to ask you some questions now about that plea bargain agreement. I have some plea paperwork in front of me I want to ask you about. The first document I have is titled Certificate of Discovery and Waiver of Discovery. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, I do. I was just looking over it.
Okay, and is that your signature on this document?
It's my signature.
Oh, excuse me.
Unless we got my permission.
Oh, okay. Did Mr. Cassidy sign with your permission?
Yes, he did.
And before Mr. Cassidy signed for you, did he explain to you what is contained in this document?
Yes, he did.
And did you understand it?
Yes, I do.
And did you give him permission to sign for you freely and voluntarily, meaning no one forced you to do that?
Yes, I did.
The second document I have before me, Mr. Foster, is titled Waivers, Stipulations, Applications, and Agreements. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, I do.
And did Mr. Cassidy sign this document on your behalf?
Yes, he did.
And before he signed this document, did he go over with you everything contained in this document?
Yes, he did.
And do you understand it all?
Yes, I do.
And did you give Mr. Cassidy permission to sign for you freely and voluntarily, meaning no one forced you to give Mr. Cassidy permission?
Yes, I did.
All right, Mr. Foster, what this document tells me is that in exchange for a plea of no contest, the state agrees to recommend that you be sentenced to 2 days confinement in the San Patricio County Jail with credit for 2 days, and that a fine in the amount of $250 be assessed and court costs be ordered as well. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, it is.
Are you aware, Mr. Foster, that even if you believe yourself to be guilty of this offense, that you have an absolute right to enter a plea of not guilty and to ask the state prove its case against you beyond a reasonable doubt if the state is able to do so? But by entering into this plea bargain agreement, you are waiving or giving up your right to a jury trial.
Yes.
How far did you go in school?
A couple years of college.
Okay. And do you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for any kind of mental illness?
I've had some depression stuff in the past, but nothing major.
Are you currently on any kind of medication for that?
Yeah. Yes.
Does it help you or prevent you from understanding what is going on today?
No, not at all. It stabilizes me.
Do you have a clear understanding of these proceedings today?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Cassidy, do you have an opinion as to your client's competency?
Yes, Your Honor, I have met with Mr. Foster in person previous to this. I also had discussions with him over the phone. He's been able to assist me in the preparation of this case. In my opinion, this is competent.
I will join you in your assessment of Mr. Foster's competency. Mr. Foster, are you aware that in having Mr. Cassidy sign this document on your behalf, that you have stipulated to the evidence in your case? Essentially, you have confessed and you are agreeing that the offense report and the facts that are included in the offense report are true and correct.
Yes.
And that with a plea of no contest and the stipulation of evidence, that is enough for this court to find you guilty of this offense and to assess punishment.
Yes.
Are you also aware that if the court follows this plea bargain agreement, you will be waiving or giving up your right to appeal my decision in your case?
Yes, I do.
Knowing all of these things, do you still wish to move forward with your plea today?
Yes, I do.
Into the offense of false alarm or report alleged to have been committed on or about March 3rd, 2023, how do you plead? Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Based on your plea of no contest and the stipulation of evidence, I'm finding you guilty of the offense. I'm assessing punishment at 2 days confinement in the San Patricio County Jail with credit for 2 days. A fine in the amount of $250 will be assessed, as well as court costs in the amount of $270. The fine and court costs will run concurrent with the jail service. Because I followed the plea bargain agreement, Mr. Foster, I am certifying at this time that you have no right to appeal my decision in your case.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about what we have done here today?
No, ma'am.
Will Mr. Foster be coming back to Texas?
Probably not.
We're gonna need thumbprints on his conviction, otherwise, I mean,
You can ask. He's coming back.
will you be coming back to Texas?
Yes, I'll be back for the holidays and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any way to force him to come in and give thumbprints, but we would need thumbprints on this paperwork, Mr. Foster.
Okay.
so-
Is there any, do I need to come right away?
When you come to Texas, if you could come to the courthouse, to the county clerk's office, the
Okay.
paperwork would be there and we would be able to get your thumbprint on particularly on the judgment.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think that concludes this hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you are excused, Mr. Foster.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.